guess, talking about just kind of dealing with that loss and moving past it, I guess.
I would say I still haven't even dealt with it in a way. It kind of feels not even real and shit still. It was a hard thing to swallow, and I hopefully never can have that happen again. But that's probably the worst possible outcome ever. So I think anything from here on out is going to be a lot better.
What was your, initially afterwards, man? I mean, were you like
horrible, man? I was fucking pissed and upset because I was mad. It was but I was just disappointed because I didn't get a chance to show anything and do what I gotta do. So that's what I think was really upsetting. I've lost wrestling matches by picking, I'm saying, the same type of stuff from points, and it's like that. I don't know. It was a hard one.
So talk to me about the focus since, man. I mean, were you like immediately back in the gym, or did you burn out and went away for a little bit? Like, what was the process?
Yeah, I'm always in the gym. It's never been a thing like that, but I went on like more of a mental, just kind of checked my ego type thing, and just kind of did some shit on my own for like a few weeks, and went out and fucking just kind of found myself again, tried to rejuvenate myself, and yeah, that was a hard one, man. That was a hard day.
So you made it out to Montana to train with Kron a little bit?
Oh yeah, that was a fun time, man. We had a good time, and Kron's, still a beast, and yeah, it was a good time. Good to see him.
Very nice. Then you got to soak in all the chaos of UFC 279 as well.
Crazy, man. That was crazy. Nate's a G forever, and I think the way Hamza approached that shit showed his true colors, man. That's some bitch-made shit. You know what I mean? I don't care what you do at the end of your career or whatever, bro. That you can't be doing shit like that, And props to Tony for stepping up too, because that's taking a fight with Nate Diaz on one day's notice is not easy.
Yeah. Well, just say, you've seen all that firsthand. Is that I guess, is there lessons in that for you that like you've got to be ready for anything, and that whole thing shook up in a day, but it worked out great for Nate, right?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that was a great ending, like a storybook ending, really. I don't think it happened to anyone else but Nate, in anyone's career ever. So it was cool. But yeah, it's I would say though, like, we always have crazy shit happen to us all the time, so it wasn't like we were not even that tripping on it, but everyone else was, like the whole press conference getting canceled and stuff. I thought it was an over-exaggeration on everything, but who knows?
Alright, so you get back to that, and then you get to your career. Had you hoped to fight sooner than this, or was this about the time?
Way sooner, but they were just holding me out, Yeah, I wanted to fight like 4 or 5 times this year, but yeah, I guess it doesn't always go your way.
At least you got a matchup here. Give me your thoughts on Jacob as an opponent. What do you think of him as a fighter?
I think he's good. I think he's solid everywhere. He comes from a really good camp. It's a tough fight, but every fight's a tough fight, I think he's definitely better than my last guy, but I don't want to even diss him like that, but he's really well-rounded, and he's definitely, I can think could be a top-ranked guy one day.
Big win here. Does that erase what happened earlier in the year, or is that still going to burn?
No, that's going to burn forever, man. I don't think so. And I would like to get that back one day, but I got to work my way up. Props to him. I gotta do my thing too.
So let's say for me, I guess, what kind of fight do you think we see here? Is this something that you can go dominate and get a quick win this time around, or are you grind him out?
I'm thinking like everything I've done my last 23 years, 24 years doesn't even matter anymore after that last fight, so I think you're going to see a Maximov 2.0, and everyone's going to be pleasantly surprised and excited.
Back here. You said you were training up with Kron in Montana. What's he up to these days? A lot of fans are always wondering if he's ever going to get back.
He's out on the fucking boonies, hunting shit, killing shit, and just living his Montana life, man. He's just kicking it, but he seems happy in like a good headspace, so... we didn't really talk about fighting, though. We were just kind of trying to talk about life and just how everyone's doing, and we'll see. But I bet he'll fight again. I think it's just how he is.
And you talk about the chaos surrounding 279 and Hamza and everything. If he moves up, do you view that as unfinished business with your camp?
Of course. Yeah, I would love to fight that dude. Even just watching how he fought Kevin Holland. Kevin did a pretty good job for a day's notice, and Kevin's not a wrestler. So I think 85 would be a really tough weight for him. I don't see him getting past a lot of the top 10 guys, but we'll see.
There's another middleweight come from the Contender Series, Bo Nichols, making a lot of noise.
I love to fight Bo Nichols.
A lot of people seem to think he can compete in the top 10 right away, even before his UFC debut. What do you make of that?
How can you say you're going to compete with the top 10, top 15 guy, and no offense to Jamie Pickett, but fight Jamie Pickett. It's fucking crazy, right? That's like, it just doesn't make sense. These guys just say anything for a headline. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'll fight Izzy. Like, I saw people saying you wanted to fight Izzy and shit, but then you're fighting the bottom ranked guy on the roster. Like, let's be real here. Like, come on, you know?
So what did you make of his comment saying if he fought on prelims, he'd probably retire?
And retire. Fucking go retire.
What's up? So, with this matchup, is it going to be Chico high wrestling versus Australian wrestling, or what's up?
Oh, hell no. I wrestled at college, brother. It's Clackamas Community College wrestling against Aussie wrestling.
And then, you hit Nick Maximov 2.0. Is this the point where we're going to see your boxing come out?
More than that, I think just like you're gonna see like the excitement. Like before it was almost like protecting something, now it's like everything to gain. Now let's gain something, right? So before it was like the record, this and that, blah blah blah, the dumb shit. Now it's like here we go. Let's do some excitement. Let's get people what they want to see. You know?
Is it kind of like you've already been submitted in the first round?
That's the worst way for me to lose, in my opinion, is how I lost. I'm like, yeah, I have nothing to lose now. Really nothing to lose.
And finally, WWE's been talking to Nate, Jake Paul's been talking to Nate, Ryzen's been talking about Nate with Floyd. Like, what would you like to see Nate do?
Whatever suits him best. I think, man, he's such a great boxer. I would love to see him box some of the better boxers in the world. I think he'd surprise a lot of people. So I hope he does something like that. And but he should just do whatever he wants to do. I mean, he can do. He can do that. So yeah, we'll see. I hope he boxes though, man. He's a really good boxer. And his last fight, he looked great too. He looked like a kickboxer in his last fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll see.